Great googly moogly, y'all scared the bejeepers out of me. It is so great to see all of you on this wonderfully gray, hazy, rainy, stormy, blustery Tuesday evening. It is so great to see all of you. I see Frank in the comments. I see Steve in the comments. Hello, gentlemen. It is a pleasure as always. And as everybody else funnels in, I got to explain. You might be wondering, what the hickety heck did I just stumble on? This is our retailer live stream. My name's Noah Mitchell, and I'm here on behalf of Zenoscope Entertainment. We started these retailer live streams during the pandemic. You remember that thing? Pandemic, whatever. That whole quarantine, what have you, a couple years back. We weren't able to go out and talk to these stores that we love so much. So we started this as an opportunity to connect, to reach out. I say it every stream. It bears repeating, and I'll say it until I die. Those brick and mortar locations, your local comic book stores, these are the lifeblood, the blood cells of the comic book industry. We as a company, as well as all of us as an entertainment industry, would not be where we are today without the continued love and support of these physical comic book stores. So half of the proceeds from this stream will go directly to the store that we are featuring. The store we're featuring is named Comic Relief, and they're in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Fun fact, I've actually been to this store. I don't think Keith knows that I've been to the store. They're right next to Trenton, right on the opposite side of the Pennsylvania border. My fiance and I were going to some place. She had something to do, so I had some time to kill. And naturally, I don't know if this is what you folks do, but I go on Google Maps and I say comic book stores near me. And I find this awesome place called Comic Relief. I go in, and wouldn't you know it, they even have a Zenoscope section purposefully dedicated to all of our little Robin Hood, Van Helsing, bells, what have you. So I love this store. It's one of my favorites, and hopefully you like it too. Now, I will say we are getting some storms here as well as in New Jersey. So reception is a little choppy, so bear with us if the cell service breaks up. But Keith, if you're ready over there in Jersey, I'm going to bring you on. All right. Can you hear me, sir? Uh-oh. Little lag. Can you hear me, sir? Keith. Come in, Keith. All right, Keith, I can hear you. You're starting to chop up a little bit, but let's give it a second, because I know when we were working on this earlier, it gave a little bit of time, and then the buffing kind of worked its way out. Can you hear me okay?
Well, I have no audio. Hopefully you guys have some video. I can walk you around the store. I can't hear anything, but
oh no, Keith, you can't hear me.
Because we have no audio and I lost contact. I could just walk you around the store.
Sure. I mean, well, I guess he can't really hear me, huh? There we go. We just lost him. So either he, if you guys can't hear me, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, Zach says video's choppy, audio is great. Good to know. Well, we'll give him a little bit of time to jump back in. I was watching earlier. He was filming outside. We are getting these absolutely insane thunder and lightning storms. We're pretty confident that lightning struck nearby. We'll have to fact check that in just a little bit. Keith, we're going to try again. Can you hear me okay? All right, Zach's saying they got some thunder over there too. Yeah, we had some crazy, absolutely insane. I mean, we looked out the window and you couldn't see anything. The rain is coming horizontal. It's all white. Let's see. We got Keith trying to jump back on in the background here. So while Keith is trying to work through that, let me just take this opportunity to plug some of our upcoming releases. Oh, hold on, Keith.
Yeah, I got you.
Now that's coming through. Hey, buddy, that's coming through. Crystal.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I lost you for a minute.
No, I'm so sorry. Well, I felt like a goofball because you're saying there's no audio. I can't hear. We're not connected. And I'm still responding to you like you can hear me.
Oh, sorry about
that. No, it's totally my fault. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm talking. You can't hear me. So let's take a look at this absolutely incredible store. We're already looking at the skateboards, which I think is a very unique feature for Comic Relief to begin with. So why don't you start us there?
Yeah, so we're the oldest comic store, collectible store in New Jersey. 40 years. There used to be 10 different stores. There's 2 left. I own one. Another guy owns another, close to the shore. But we are the oldest store. So I sell a little bit of everything. Of course, comics. We're a skate shop. We're one of the only independent skate shops in Central Jersey. Maybe one of the only. And we sell vinyl records. We sell toys. We sell cars. Our business is mostly new. So if you started our store, you can see, and I'll walk you around, and hopefully the connection will show you our new release shelf. And here's just, I'll show you him in a second. He's just putting out new books for tomorrow, Wednesday, and he's stacking them all up to go up on the shelf. Trades, action figures, pops, supplies, random things. I kind of put a little bit of anything and everything. Here's Dale. He's been working in the comic book industry for over 40 years. There were 10 stores. He's worked in multiple stores. Here's a little person that's shopping the store. But look at this. We got Zenoscope.
Yes.
Everybody who's on this live stream, we stock all new Zenoscope, and like check out my wall. I mean, I got rare Zenoscope on my wall. So, we love Zenoscope. They are a local company that's been around forever. I was one of their first customers at Wizard World Philly back when they first debuted with that Grim Fairy Tales, that rare Wizard World Philly cover. I was there. I bought one. So yeah, we're right outside of Princeton. So
nice.
If you're in the area, we're open 7 days a week.
Now, 7. Most people are going for like a 5 kind of thing now. You're exactly. 24. That's awesome.
Yeah, long hours. Yes.
Well, I don't know if if the audio was coming through earlier, but I've actually been to the store myself, and I was very impressed to see the little Zenoscope section. Whenever I go to comic book shops, I always kind of secretly look around and be like, let me see if they're cool or not. And you guys definitely passed the test.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm, in today's world, you can't just sell comics. You got to sell a little bit of everything. So, our cards are big. Any little interesting thing I can put into the store. I'm always hunting. I'm always trying to find random things. Yeah, I mean, here's a book section. There's Dale working. So here's books. Just even prose novels.
That's awesome. Oh, we're losing you just a little bit.
Yeah, our 4th of July sale this Friday, and it's buy 2 get 1 free. Anything and everything in the store, mix and match. Here's Gritty.
Oh, awesome! I love the Gritty. I love the Stitch. And you said 4th of July sale. What was that? Buy 2?
Oh, lost your audio.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me all right, Keith? All right, Keith, I think we're losing you just a little bit. All right, Keith's frozen, but if he comes back, we'll bob him back on for one more try. Let me tell you guys, though, if you're in Pennsylvania, if you're in New Jersey, but it's right over the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border. Like I said, I stumbled there by accident myself, and it is so close to everything in this tri-state area. Keith, if you're on, let me try one more time. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right. So our reception is breaking up just a little bit, but if you could do me a favor, please. You were talking about that July 4th sale. What was that for people in the area that might be stopping by this weekend?
Yeah, it's one day only. It's 11 to 5. So we're going to close a little bit early, of course, for the July. So this Friday, buy 2, get 1 free off every store. only exclusions, of course, are Pokemon, Magic, and to get one.
Nice. All right, Keith, we're freezing up. We're losing you a little bit. So we're going to let you go, but we're going to jump over to the sales segment. We'll talk in a little bit, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time to jump on. I'm so sorry about the internet connection here. I think this storm is just, driving everybody a little bit crazy here with the internet connection.
Yeah, so for me.
All right. Well, Keith, we're going to jump over to the sales segment of this, but thank you again for your patience. Thank you very much for trying here. We'll talk a little bit more about the store, but very much appreciate the time, sir.
Thank you, if you can hear me.
All right. Thank you, Keith. Have a good one, guys. All right. So that was Keith, Comic Relief, Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Check them out. Tri-state area. Like I was saying before, they have a Zenoscope section. Completely we didn't ask them to. It just went in. It's there. It's not like they set this thing up in advance knowing that we were going to be showing them. They always had that little Zenoscope section right there on the racks with all of their other independent books. You go in, you get snacks, you get music, vinyl records. The fact that they have all sorts of different collectibles there. You saw the Stitch, you saw the Gritty, you saw books, Magic, they got cards, everything, folks. So if you're in the tri-state area, I highly encourage you to go check them out. Furthermore, definitely check them out if you got some open plans this 4th of July weekend. It sounds like they're doing buy two, get two free. So check them out online, check them out on social media. We're going to drop their store page in the comments section. You can go check it out yourselves. But before I throw this over to Jason, I just want to take a quick opportunity to talk about some of the new books that are going to be coming out this upcoming month. Now, you can get these online at Zenoscope.com, or you can buy them at your local comic book store, much like Keith's in New Jersey. We have 4 different releases coming. We don't have anything this first week, but July 9th, you're going to be getting the newest Neverland. It's been a while since we did a Neverland story. This is a one-shot. It's following along with the overarching event right now, the end of the Grimm universe. So if you want to see what's happening to all of these different realms, Neverland, Wonderland, Mist, what have you, this is another excellent component, a new entry by David Wall and Joe. And then if you're looking for the classic covers, those great pinups that you know and love, the 16th Wednesday comes the 2025 swimsuit special. And then for you horror fans, Grimm Tales of Terror, Volume 5, Issue number 7 is going to be coming out on the 23rd. And then completing the month is our latest of Grimm Fairy Tales. Volume 2 is getting there. We're almost at issue 100. 98 is going to be coming out at the end of the month. You are not going to want to miss it. I would also like to say, speaking of the end of things, at the end of this stream, we will be giving away a fantastic Elias Chad Zudas pop culture pinup, limited to 25 copies. One of you lucky fans who purchases something during the stream will be entered into randomly win that limited to 25 Elias Chad Zudas. So if you make a purchase during the stream, just make sure to stick around. And speaking of purchasing, everybody who makes a purchase will be getting a free sticker and free trading card, part of our 20th anniversary giveaway spectacular with artwork by the legendary Don McTeague. So if you were just looking to get some free swag, place any order and those are going in your bag. Jason, if you are ready over there, I will throw it over to you, sir.
All right, sir. So I want to say a huge thank you to Keith for popping on for a few minutes there. Just want to kind of rehash something that Noah was talking about too as well, giving up the schedule for the books that are happening this month. So a lot of you are either, some of you are buying from Zenoscope.com. Some of you are buying still from your local comic shops. We certainly want to encourage that. We are no longer shipping to Diamond, as you may have read and heard about. So if we're not shipping to Diamond, that means you're not going to be getting your books, those new releases. No, if you could put those new releases up one more time. That Neverland Sands, that Grimm Tales of Terror that Noah showed, that Grimm Fairy Tales swimsuit that Noah showed, certainly Grimm Fairy Tales 98 too as well. None of those books are going to get shipped to Diamond to send to comic shops across the U.S. and outside of and so forth. The only way for these shops to get our books now is by ordering directly with us. We do hope to have a distributor We got something in the works. We're working on that now. I can tell you that the ladies, Alex and Sarah, have set up our retailer portal, so that way stores can actually pre-order with us. So if you want to let your local comic shop know, just doing us a favor and so forth, just letting them know they're not going to be getting our books from Diamond anymore because they're not paying us on those books. They haven't paid us in quite some time now. So in order for you guys to get or continue to get our books from us, the way to do that is have your local comic shop contact us directly. You can either give them my email, you can give them info@Zenoscope, and that'll get them in touch with us that way. But the jcandelos@Zenoscope would probably be the best email to give to them. If you want to give them our phone number, you can certainly do that too as well. I've been getting more and more shops coming to us directly. Keith over at Comic Relief has actually been doing direct business with us now for a couple of months now. He switched quite a while ago and so forth, with dissatisfaction with the service and so forth with Diamond and so forth. So anyway, again, if you could let your local comic shops know, we want to continue to support you guys. We want to continue to get our books to you through your local comic shops and so forth. But the only way for them to do that is for them to contact us directly. That's my email there or whatever. Just have them shoot me an email and we can get started. All right. So without further ado, let's rock and roll on some new books. The first one I want to talk about is Zenoscope Legends, the summer edition. So if you're interested in this book, first of all, the way that this works is all you need to put down is new release or NR1. You can put down NR1 cover A, which happens to be Marco Santucci. You can put down NR1B, which happens to be Igor Vitorino. NR1C is Guillermo Fajardo. And then cover D is John Royal. You can certainly request more than one copy. You can also have this signed by the writer, which is Joe. The reason why I like the Zenoscope Legends is, first and foremost, it brings you back to a solo story on Mystere. Mystere is definitely one of my favorite characters. If you're not familiar with Mystere, she is basically has the ability to control the dead, basically to summon the dead and make them an army behind her if she'd like to and so forth. In this singular story, she's actually dealing with a cult and so forth that is trying to basically do exactly what Mystere does and so forth. And then past that, we've also got a Gretel story in there. I absolutely love Gretel. If you guys are not familiar with our Gretel story, this is another way to kind of get you caught up as far as what's happening with Gretel. She is a witch hunter. She actually eats the hearts of witches. In so doing, she actually gains their powers by eating their hearts and so forth. So she's kind of twisted in the fact that she's eating their hearts, but she's also good in the fact that she's ridding the world of these witches and these evildoers and so forth. So there's a good standalone story in there on Gretel too as well. And then further in, actually reintroduces Hercules Payne. And I want to say this is a long time since we've actually gone back to a standalone story or a single issue on Hercules Payne too as well. So Hercules Payne too as well. So again, there's 3 different solo stories in the Zenoscope Legends Summer Edition, all reintroductions to some of our best characters and so forth. And again, that is just $6.99. If you want to have it signed by Joe, the signature is free. So if you've never read anything Zenoscope, this gives you a great introduction to 3 of our phenomenal characters. Again, Gretel, Mystere, and then also Hercules Payne too as well. And for just $6.99, you're getting an oversized issue that is, again, our Zenoscope Legends Summer Edition. All right, all you have to do is put NR1, cover A, B, C, or D. Please indicate whether you'd like to have that signed or not signed. There's no obligation to do so, but the signature is free. If you'd like to have it signed, please go ahead and do so. All right, so let's go to new release number 2. New release number 2 is from our Tales of Terror. It happens to be Lover's Lane. This is actually issue 6. So the great thing about, first thing I want to mention about our Grim Tales of Terror is these are all standalone stories. So every single issue, no matter what, whether it's issue 1, issue 5, issue 6, issue 10, what have you, is a standalone story. The running theme through our Grim Tales of Terror is Karis. She is our female Grim Reaper. She is our goddess of death. She is using these stories kind of as lessons of morality and so forth. The reason why I really dig Lover's Lane, first of all, Well, let me go over the covers real fast before I go over the story. So NR2 cover A would be covered by Eric J. I was fortunate enough to meet Eric actually out in San Diego one year. We actually did a comic shop together. Cover B would be Al Baranuevo, big fan of his stuff. And then cover C would be Darlis Santa Cruz. So again, same thing. If you want to have it signed, you can have it signed by Joe. Joe can pretty much sign everything we do. This one happens to be actually written by Chaz Pangburn, who's the writer. And Chaz has done quite a few different things for us, including, I believe, the last two Grim Tales of Terror issues. Thanks so much, Alex. Appreciate that, confirming that. But Chaz has actually done the last two. He did the Hat Man prior to doing Lover's Lane. So Lover's Lane Killer kind of touches on actually something that Noah introduced me to when we were at a convention, which is the Zodiac Killer. So it brings back kind of either a copycat of the Zodiac Killer. I don't want to say whether it is or it isn't. I got to say that this was one of the most frustrating movies that I ever watched with Noah at a convention. I was beyond angry. And obviously, if those of you that's seen Zodiac, it's based on a true story. So the movie is, very non-fictional, giving you exactly what happens actually in real life. This is a serial killer to me that was just staring in the face of the FBI and local law enforcement agencies, but that just weren't working together to arrest this Zodiac killer. Like, they were kind of like trying to claim credit or trying to not share information with other counties, with other townships and so forth. And it's one of the reasons why the Zodiac was actually never caught. Or I believe he was actually caught, I think, at the very end of his life, but he actually had like a heart attack before he went to trial. So he was never convicted. So I don't know. So me being a fan, I'm a huge fan of serial killer movies. I'm a huge fan of Thomas Harris. Huge fan of Silence of the Lambs, all those, the books and so forth. I've been reading a lot of serial killer stuff. I'm currently reading the one that was just on Netflix, which I can't remember. It's going to escape my mind.
Mindhunters or not?
Yes, Mindhunters. Yeah, thanks so much, dude. Yeah, so Mindhunters. I'm currently reading that. I'm going to be delving hard into it.
I feel like you've been reading this for a long time. You and I talked about.
No, because I never started. You know what it is I want to wait. I want to wait until San Diego because I'm thinking about the flight going out and the flight coming back.
That's fair.
I'm probably going to be able to polish off the whole book in that because it's not that large of a book. Actually, but I really enjoyed the series on that. I really wish they would get together and actually come out with a third season of that because they could certainly do it. All right, so again, that is Grim Tales of Terror, Lover's Lane, which brings back the Zodiac Killer. Definitely worth checking out. All right, let's go to a couple of graphic novels. We have Van Helsing, Eve of Oblivion. We're doing that at a discount. It's normally $29.99. If you bought it on our web store, it would be that. We're doing it for just $20. So first of all, a lot of you are familiar with our Van Helsing character. She is a steampunk vampire slayer. She is the daughter of the famous vampire slayer, Abraham Van Helsing. When she first gets started, she gets mailed the diary of her father. And that kind of puts her on a quest to meeting Dracula, the mummy, the werewolf, and so on and so forth. What's really cool about Van Helsing, Eve of Oblivion is it gathers a lot of single stories for Van Helsing. And then it also takes place after our box set, which is actually, or volumes, I should say, 1 through 9. If you want a deal on our box set, if you could throw up our my email one more time. If you were looking for a deal on our box set, I think our box set is normally $130 on our web store. Shoot me an email and I will have the box set added to your order for this stream and so forth. If you're looking for volumes 1 through 9, that has like Sword of Heaven. It has, again, Van Helsing Dracula, Van Helsing Mummy, Van Helsing Werewolf, all those volumes. There's 9 different volumes there. And then Eve of Oblivion actually is the continuation from volume 9. So Eve of Oblivion, you could read, if you've never read any Van Helsing before, you could read all these standalone stories. It actually has Van Helsing Annual, The Bloodlust. It has Van Helsing 50. It has Van Helsing Black Annis. It has Hellfire, Steampunk, Invisible Woman, Beast of Exmoor, and so forth. So it collects a lot of standalone stories for our Van Helsing and so forth. And then also, like usual or whatever, it'll have some of the covers in there too as well from some of the single issues too. Again, it collects a lot of our Van Helsing again, singular stories or singular issues, I should say, just after the graphic novel, the 9th one in the Van Helsing set. So you could essentially say this is Van Helsing volume 10, essentially, but it's oversized. And again, same thing. You can actually have this signed by Joe. Joe can pretty much sign pretty much everything that we do. One of the major writers I want to point out on a lot of these stories is Joe, and then also Pat Shan too as well, contributing to that too as well. And again, we're doing that for just $20. It's regularly $29.99. So we're knocking $10 off of that on that bad boy if you're interested. And again, if you want to have it signed by Joe, he will do that for free. All right, let's get to one of my favorites. That's a good, really awesome story is the Piper. So I don't think I've ever brought the Piper to a store stream before. First of all, we're doing the Piper for $4. All right. The second thing I want to point out is this one actually, so it kind of delves into, you've heard a lot of people may be familiar with the saying, you're paying the Pied Piper, or it's time to pay the Piper and so forth. So it gives you the backstory of the Piper and kind of his origin story and so forth, how the Piper actually rids a town of rats. And then when he goes to the town and asks them for payment and so forth, they offer him very little in payment and so forth. And he warns them, like, if you don't pay me, it's time to pay the Piper. If you don't pay the Piper, I can tell you right now, something bad is going to happen. Next thing you know, their children disappear and so forth. So they wind up killing the Piper, or at least they think they do, that type of thing. So our version of the Piper actually makes the Piper into a present day story and so forth. It's about a kid in high school and college and so forth, kind of wronged by some of his classmates, mistreated, I should say, by some of his classmates. He finds the Piper story and so forth, winds up playing the tune, and then basically brings the Piper back to present day and so forth, where he'll sort of kind of exact revenge for this kid without this kid actually realizing he has entered into a contract with the Piper and so forth, and then he will have to pay the Piper in turn and so forth. The one thing I want to point out about the Piper, besides the fact that the covers are in there, and I'll show you those in a moment, is this actually has a foreword by Tony Todd. Okay, Tony Todd, a lot of you may be familiar with. I'm a big fan of Tony Todd, so I want to read some of the credits for Tony Todd. Tony Todd was in Final Destination. Tony Todd was in The Candyman. I would say those are probably his two best known movies and so forth. But he's also been in stories like, or movies like Platoon, The Crow, Bird, too, as well. Night of the Living Dead, too, as well as Tony Todd. So it's got a foreword by Tony Todd in there, which is really, really cool. And then again, like I mentioned, it'll have some of the older covers. And I want to show some of these covers because these are, first of all, they're covers by artists that we're not necessarily no longer dealing with. But yeah, if you could zoom in on some of these, Noah, maybe I got to slide. Oh, I got to slide this way. All right. So this has got covers by Rich Bonk. It's got covers by Al Rio too as well. Let me see if I can. David Seidman too as well.
I don't like that bug one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's some really, really awesome covers for $4. To me, this is worth just buying just for the covers alone that are on the interior. And again, Rich Bonk really does new covers for us anymore. So you're getting some classics by Rich and so forth. And again, here's one by Dave Hoover too as well. Again, same thing. Just a cover artist that really does not do covers for us anymore. There's the David Seidman right there. And I absolutely love David Seidman. He's actually local to us here in PA. I believe David, if he doesn't make his home in Pennsylvania, I believe he's over in New Jersey. So he's really close by. But again, just a phenomenal cover artist is David Seidman. Phenomenal interior artist too is David Seidman too as well. So really cool on the Piper there. And again, you're getting it for just $4, which to me is steal of steals. And if you want to have it signed by Joe, you certainly can. The story is actually written by, oh boy, I can't remember the guy's name. It's like Malka something or another. Let me see if I can look it up real fast. Is it on the cover? No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Mike Calvoda. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that one. Mike Calvoda is the writer. Thanks, Noah. And then a foreword by Tony Todd too as well, which is really cool. You'll be able to read that. And then again, like I mentioned, the the covers that are in there are absolutely banging. All right, let's rock on, dude. Let's get to everybody's favorite segment. All right. So first and foremost, we want to do the in-store book. All right, the in-store book is just $40. It is a sheer cover. It's a cover by Drax Gal. You see it right there. This is brand new. It's going to be on Grim Tales of Terror issue 7. What's great about this book is not only is it a collectible, but it is also a readable. You'll hear me say that every once in a while. So this is our Grim Tales of Terror issue 7. The one that we offered in the stream is issue 6. Do we know what issue 7 is actually based on?
The slit-mouthed woman.
The slit-mouthed woman.
Yeah.
That sounds horrifying.
Yeah, I'm not it sounds scary.
All right, that sounds good stuff. All right, so again, if you're interested in the in-store, just put in-store into the notes. Realize that you are getting a 99 print run for $40. I'm seeing a bunch of people jumping on that bad boy. Again, the in-store is just $40 if you're interested in that. It is done by Drax Gal. We are ecstatic about having Drax Gal with us out in San Diego. Ecstatic about having Drax with us in Philly in September. If you're going to the booth in San Diego, I got a ton of Drax and stuff that he can sign. And then we're also doing some San Diego Comic-Con exclusives by Drax too as well. In fact, I learned just a couple of days ago where not only are we going to have Drax at our booth, we're going to have Mike Crome, the Australian James Bond, and then we are also going to have Ebass, Eric Basaldua, at our booth in San Diego too at various times and so forth. If we're fortunate enough, I think the last time we had Drax there, he literally hung out with us the entire convention.
Whole time
Drax was there. And I can tell you right now, we love the Drax. Love the Drax, dude. Big fan of the Drax. Love the Drax. Very much looking forward to San Diego. In fact, we just completed the skids that are going out to San Diego today. So those are actually just getting wrapped up by Stu today, heading out to San Diego, where myself, Noah, Alex will be going. We're going to be bringing the whole crew out to San Diego. It should be an absolutely fantastic time. I have found out that I'm not going to see Carol Sexy Legs, but we are going to see Neil. What's Neil's code now? He's like Dynamite Legs or something like that, or he's got Tremendous Legs, something like that. I don't know. Neil, you have to remind me of what we have going on there. Harlan, if you're going to be out in San Diego, I know you got frequent flyer miles there. There's Neil. Neil, remind me of what we were calling you as far as legs wise. It was something I can't remember it now. It was something. It was like utility legs or tremendous legs. I don't know whatever it was. It was good stuff though. And I think it was something actually you made up, which was good. All right. That is the in-store. If you're interested in the in-store, just put it down. Also, try and keep in mind, half of the proceeds go into comic relief, which should be an absolutely fantastic cause. I did lock up another comic store for August. What was it? What do you got? Comforting Calf. That's it. Comforting Calf. See what I knew it was tremendous, dude. I knew it was something really, really good. Comforting Calves is Neil. All right. Sexy Legs is Carol. Comforting Calves, Neil. All right. I feel like this is perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. All right. That's good work out of you guys out there. Can't wait to see you, Neil, at the booth. Looking forward to it, man. Always appreciate when you go over to San Diego. If you're going to San Diego, please stop by the booth just to say hello and so forth. You don't have to buy everything. Just stop by, introduce yourself to myself and Noah and Alex, of course, and Joe and the whole crew. Just to meet you guys, we'd absolutely love that. All right, let's get to our first book, which I'm not certain of the name of anymore because I printed out my sheet and my sheet was right. So it's Firework is this one. All right. There was some dispute on this. We'll talk about that in a moment. All right. So Firework is the first code. This is our bronze level. This is Killer Cobra, The Hunt Begins, issue 3. It's cover E as in, good Lord, I'm looking forward to some Birds, Eagles football, dude. All right. So Fly, Eagles, Fly. Igor Rito, that is our bronze level. It is $10. Just put Firework in the notes. I think I had July as the code for this, but I got overruled by a young lady to my right over here who said, why did we do away with my codes? Meaning your mom, I think, was siding with me as far as the codes of the books, but we have since changed them back. So this one happens to be Firework is the code that we're looking for on that. And I'm completely fine with being overridden as far as the codes of the books. I think Alex came up with actually some better story or better titles to these books than I came up with. Although I did have Firework on the next book. Anyway, so Firework again is $10. If you're interested in that bad boy, it is our July diamond retailer, our bronze level. Again, a cover by Igor Vitorino. Huge fan of Igor Vitorino. If you're very familiar with Igor, our stuff, Igor does a lot of our regular covers, also does some of our variants, and does an absolutely fantastic job with those. There are some. All right, so no, if you're going to put them up, no, I'm gonna offer them up.
No,
All right.
what?
Yeah, but not here, not in the stream.
Oh.
Okay. So what you would need to do is you would need to put down my email. All right. You would need to shoot me an email and say, Jay, I'm really interested in that Igor Vitorino. I don't know if I could speak in English, I would tell you that Igor Vitorino January. All right, the bronze level. There's the February there. All right, as you can see right here, almost a little cast of characters of ours. A little Robin Hood, a little Karis, all right, a little Belle, a little Gretel, a little Mystere, a little Sky, Sela. I'm assuming is Sela. I would think Sela is the second one, right?
Sela
is the blue.
July. Sky is
Right. Okay, yeah, I was going to say Sela is normally the blue, right? All right. So if you are interested in any of those characters or any of those covers before the July book, you're going to need to shoot me an email, and I will see what I can do about adding these to your stream order for this month and so forth. So if you're interested in those, we got David Wall in the stream too as well. We're looking forward to seeing David out in San Diego too as well. David is our lead editor, also responsible for putting a lot of these cover artists on the covers and so forth. I've been having a lot of back and forth dialogue with David, which I really enjoy. Noah and I were out in Pittsburgh at Three Rivers, which that convention was absolutely loaded with cover artists. So I had recommended Sora Song and also Greg Land, who was out there too as well. And then somebody else too is escaping my mind. Anyway, that I recommended to David, but we'll see if we can work on these cover artists. We want to add on to our stable because we already got a phenomenal stable. Might as well make it a little bit better. All right, tell me what the next book is, Alex. Ding, 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 ding.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. All right, hot dog. Who doesn't love hot dogs? All right, dude.
Barbecue.
Hot dog is $20. If you're interested in this bad boy, it happens to be Killer Cobra, The Hunt Begins. It's issue 3. It's cover F as in Frank. This one happens to be one of those two is doing it about. Really? Oh my, a little reveal. We're getting a little reveal from David Wall, courtesy of myself and David, bringing you one of these cover artists that I mentioned earlier, doing an absolutely fantastic job for us. I am looking forward to it. All right, but right now we're covering hot dog. Again, hot dog is going to be $20. You're not actually getting a hot dog. All right, I want to clarify that. You're not actually getting Fireworks with the first book. All right. I thought the code was Alex for a second. Steven, if you would have put down Alex, we would have got you the book. But hot dog is the code for this. This is our diamond silver level book, and it happens to be covered by John Royal. For those of you that met John Royal at the Philly VIP event, I want to say it was about 3 years ago. John Royal is just an absolute sweetheart of a human being. Made the trek across the pond from the UK and came over to see us. And we were just, knocked out by how awesome not only John's artwork, but just how awesome of a person he is. We're going to try and bring you John again and again and again because to me, I'm just a huge fan of John Royal in general. I'm also a huge fan of hot dogs too, as well. So that's why I'm also enjoying the fact that Alex is taking over the codes on these. Deb, you know exactly what I mean, dude. He is just an absolute sweetheart of a human being. Was John Royal. Loved being able to bring them to you guys when you were here at the VIP event. Speaking of which, we'll talk a little bit about September coming up later on the stream. But for right now, let's focus on hot dog. Looks like Alex is rocking and rolling. She's ready to rock on. So let's go to the third book in the stream, and it's going to be Hamburger. Man, these I feel like these are so well thought out. Like hot dog and then hamburger. Okay?
I was thinking of a barbecue.
You were thinking barbecue?
Yeah, 4th of July barbecue.
All right, you know what? I'm down.
We're also
you got some chicken in there?
I don't. The fourth book is something that I know my family needs at barbecues.
Okay, get it. All right, so right now we're going with Hamburger. Hamburger is going to be the lace version of the John Royal that you see there. The reason why the cost is a little bit higher is this is a 150 print run. Normally we do our 150 print runs for $50 or higher. You're getting a little bit of a David, don't question. All right. I can tell you right now, don't do it. Alex will jump all over you with
what's
2 feet.
happening? Is someone talking shit?
David was talking a little smack on you with your deep with hot dogs and hamburgers. All right.
Who doesn't like a barbecue?
David, I want you to know, David, my code was USA. All right. I'm thinking, 4th of July, dude. USA. All right.
We talked about why I wasn't feeling patriotic.
Hamburger. you were feeling some hamburger, dude. I'm down. Is one of them cold beer? It would be like cold beer, dude.
No comment.
Right. Cold beer here. All right. So if you're interested in hamburger, put that in the notes. Again, that is a $40 book. Try and realize this is a lace version. You could be satisfied with just hot dog, but who wouldn't want a little hot dog and hamburger? All right. Might as well grab a little both. All right. So again, this is our July gold level book. And again, this is covered by John Royal. So if you're interested in hamburger, put it into the notes and it shall be yours. There's hot dog. All right. I'm seeing Carol Nadeo grabbing that, Neil Veray, Mike Mullen, Stephen Ponzer, Chris Franklin. Chris, hoping to see you out in San Diego, my friend. Hopefully let me know if you're going. It should be awesome. Christopher West, Deb Henniger, Gary joining us across the pond. Zach, who is brand new to VIP. Zach, welcome to VIP, my friend. Thanks so much for joining us. George Copa, my main man behind the scenes. Frank Kozik, always enjoy the conversations that we have on the phone. And then Ryan Russell, too, as well, grabbing a hot dog as always. All right, let's rock on to the third installment. The third installment is beer. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's Miller.
It actually is beer. So David Wall, who is psychic, he did not know the codes for these books, knew that this was going to be Miller. So Miller Lite is a staple in the Brusha Bermel household for 4th of July.
For any holiday.
I can attest to this because Di and I have shared many a Miller Lite, had a Miller Lite together. I'm a big fan of Miller Lite on a nice hot day and so forth. So we're going with Miller. This is the $75 version. As you can see right there, Noah didn't really blot anything out, so it is kind of sheer. You're getting the full exposure there.
I may be. If
so
you look close enough.
If you look close enough, you can see a little something.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
It's clean.
I feel like we're jipping or something. It's like it is a 75 print run though, and it is the platinum level. And once again, it's Killer Cobra. The Hunt Begins issue 3 happens to cover H, as in who doesn't like a Miller Lite. All right, who as in maybe that doesn't work. It would be, I would have to be a W. All right.
It's okay.
So Miller, it's for the kids. Chris, I will see you at San Diego. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for clarifying, dude. That'll be awesome, man. It'll be awesome to catch you out there, dude. Catch up a little bit. So again, Miller is the code that you're looking for on this. It's $75. We normally limit to about 5 people, but I got a feeling we'll go a little bit past that. We always do.
I'm writing everything down a little bit.
Yep, we're going a little past that. So again, this is the platinum level. Again, it's $75. It is a 75 print run. The book itself is Killer Cobra, The Hunt Begins, issue 3, cover H. H is for, what do you got, David? Happy to have a Miller Lite.
There you go. That makes sense.
David, that's why I got you, sir. All right, looking forward to seeing you at
Redwater,
San Diego for sure. All right, dude. So is Gary in the stream and she's been really patient about the print, or she's not in the stream at all?
I haven't seen her.
Gary, you haven't seen Gary?
I haven't seen her yet.
All right, so I can tell you right now, Gary's going to want a print.
I'll put her down.
Let's put her down for the print. All right?
Just in case.
So Gary, whatever you're doing out there, if you're watching the stream later on, we miss you, darling. But I look forward to Gary ordering the print when we do book 1 or literally when we do new release 1. Gary will put print in the notes. That's what she does. Gary, love that about you, darling. All right, so the print, try and focus on the fact that it has the Comic Relief logo on there too as well. Done absolutely. Look at this is freaking Noah Mitchell. All right, but I'm telling you right now, not only does the logo matches the cover, dude. All right, and done fantastically by the visionary himself, Noah Mitchell. All right, this is an 11x17. It is an exclusive art print. Again, a cover by John Royal. It is a 20 print run. It'll literally say that on the print too as well. Try and realize this is not a book that we're offering again. This is our 11x17 print. All right, I think I got 11x17 print up here or whatever. Just that way I can kind of show you the dimensions of what this print will look like, how big it will be, and it has the store logo on there too as well. I got a little Z-rated something. This happened to be Black Cat Comics way back in the day. What is on the back of this, Noah? Fart print. Fart print. Wow.
Oh, it's fart print.
Fart print, dude. Let's show that instead.
Fart print.
Let's show fart print.
That is
fart. Oh, it's fart print. All right. So if you want this one of a kind, you're going to have to see Noah, and I got a feeling he's not giving it up. All right. But the print that we're dealing with is the print that you see on there. Again, it is 11 by 17. If you want to get that bad boy, all you have to do is put print in the notes. Gary, we got you covered for the print no matter what, no matter where you are. Hope you're doing well. Hope your family is well. All right. Last but certainly not least is our special pack. So our special pack, I figured let's make a little Drax theme. All right, dude. We've been rocking a lot of Drax. I want to do 3 topless covers by Drax. You're getting the Grimm Fairy Tales 85. You're also getting the Man Goat and the Bunny Man, Beware the Pigman issue number 1. And then you also get Grimm Fairy Tales, the Halloween special 2 as well. So going 3 convention exclusive Drax Gal books from 2024. And these are all each limited to 99 copies. They were Baltimore, Liberty, and Monster Mania, respectively. If you're interested in this special pack, just put special pack or pack into the notes. Zach, we got you covered for that. Vicente, what's up, my friend? Good to see you too as well. I always catch Vicente at some of the local cons. Always catch up with them at stuff that's local. Absolutely love it, dude. All right, so again, if you're interested in the special pack, again, you're getting all 3 of those covers in a Z-rated. They were our Baltimore, Liberty, and Monster Mania convention exclusives, respectively. All right, Noah, we got something else going on, right? We're talking about towards the end here, or we got some stuff that I want to...
I got to queue up the race for that the live guys.
All right.
Talk about an upcoming stream.
Yes, let's do that. All right, so first and foremost, we have our Beach Blast virtual convention. That will have our new books for the month of July. That will have like Wild Wild West. That will have Leather Lace and Latex.
Those are both done.
Those are both
Pirate Princesses.
All right, good
by
stuff.
Cedric.
Oh, I like it. I like it already. All right, so Beach Blast virtual convention, that'll be Friday, July 11th. That is not this coming Friday. This coming Friday is July 4th, where you're going to be having a Miller Lite, a hot dog, and a hamburger.
While you watch fireworks.
All right, while you watch some fireworks. All right, dude. All right, but next Friday, all right, this is free for all. All you have to do is join us on Facebook, join us on YouTube Live, join us on Twitch too as well if you'd like to. We're going to have some new collectibles, new specials, all kinds of new jazz going on. That'll be Friday, July 11th. That will be at 6 p.m. Once again, I want to point out this is open to the public. You can grab that, or you can jump online with us. You can just join us if you just want to join in and join in on the stories that we're going to do and so forth. I'm sure we're going to have some stories from July 4th, dude. I'm sure there's going to be stories. There's got to be something. There's no question about it.
I'm watching my parents' dog. I'm not doing anything.
You're not doing anything? I'm going to try and drink some beers with my kids, but the problem is my kids are not exactly 21. So I'm going to have to, I have to do this, sneakily. All right.
Why do you have to do it sneakily if it's in your house?
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't be talking about it on the internet.
Yeah, what are they going to do? They're going to come to my place? All right. You're going to come get me? Come get me. I'll even give you my address. No, I won't. All right. But anyway, that's the Beach Blast. The store that I wanted to line up to before Noah, you shift on that. You can just leave it there. The store that I lined up for August is going to be Gateway Comics. My man Ed out at Gateway. I think we did a stream with Gateway, I want to say about a year ago, 2 years ago. Definitely was a long time ago. But I've rekindled my relationship with Ed as far as like he's ordering a lot of books directly with us. So I wanted to give them another shot at a stream. Absolutely love Ed. I met him face to face at a Comics Pro not too long ago. They are huge supporters of ours. They're going to be huge supporters of us going forward and so forth. Carrying all of our books, making sure they have them in their stores. That will be the first Tuesday in August. Will be Gateway Comics. And let me look at the date on that bad boy. It will be August 5th. All right, and that will be at 4 p.m. Eastern, and that will be with Gateway on that date and so forth. I'm seeing a lunch reminder. My brother and I are having lunch tomorrow, dude. We're going to First Watch, dude. You ever going to First Watch?
Yeah.
Big fan.
Jason,
First Watch has great omelets, dude.
I don't think I've ever gotten an omelet, but I've had like sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah, they're good. They're good food, dude. I'm a big fan of First Watch. All right. Then our VIP Quarterly Summit, that is going to be July 31st at the very end of the month. That is going to be Thursday, July 31st. This will be VIP only. So we will figure out how to get a link to you for that. If you are not a VIP with us and you are interested in signing up for VIP, I can tell you right now, there are a lot of advantages to doing so. We do VIP only books. We do a VIP birthday book every single year for the rest of your life. When you join VIP, there are now 5 books that you get with VIP when you buy VIP. It is $150 to buy into VIP, and it is a lifetime membership. We do VIP events, which actually leads me to talking about our VIP event. So we're going to have a VIP event in September. I believe it's going to be September 12th and 13th.
Yes.
12th and 13th. Thanks, Alex. So September 12th and 13th, we are going to have Drax Gal. We're going to have Ebass. We're going to have Anthony Spey. We're going to have Sonia Modest. We're going to have Coco Aspen. We're going to have 5 cover artists, some that do some colors too as well, at our VIP event. And that is going to be September 12th and 13th. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. It's going to be an absolutely off-the-chain time. As you guys are well aware of, Zenoscope is now in our 20th year. In fact, we just got to 20 years in June, I believe was our birthday in June. Again, if you're interested in becoming a VIP, you can either shoot me an email and I will tell a lot more about it to you. You can look it up on Zenoscope.com. Just put VIP in the notes. You can actually become a VIP and buy a ticket at the same time and get a little bit of discount on becoming a VIP as well through the site as well on Zenoscope.com.
I was going to answer Robert's question. Yes,
please,
you can get the new books. I believe Sarah sent out an email, and the silver, if you're a current bronze or a current silver and you had the old VIP package, you can get the new stuff for a discounted rate. Yep. Thanks, Neil. Gold. We have all the stuff. Sarah and I have a release date, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. So everything will be available to you guys.
All right. Awesome. Good info from Alex there. A lot of time we'll get older VIPs that will actually go to a convention and see the new books for becoming a new VIP. And they're like, wow, I want to get that. And they're already VIP. So they want to spend the money to become VIP again. But now we're doing it at a discount where you can actually get that whole package and so forth. Do they actually get the box too as well?
Yeah, so if you were a VIP, back when we had those old boxes where it was Sela on it, there's different levels. So you can get the new box with all the stuff in it. If you already have the new box, but you don't have the challenge coin or the extra books, you can get that by itself. So we tried to make it as accessible for everyone as we possibly could. And I think Sarah and I did a nice job.
I got a feeling you guys did a tremendous job, dude. Don't sell yourself short.
We're pretty detail-oriented. You can't tell by all my spreadsheets.
If anything, Alex has brought complete and utter organization to Zenoscope. Can I tell you how unorganized we were as a company before Alex got here? I feel like a brand new breath of fresh air or whatever has come to the company or whatever and so forth, taken over as Alex, and we are much better for it. All right, so it looks like we got some ducks, dude. It looks like we got some ducks. We got some ducks lined up. There are all kinds of colors in there. We got what's Neil's legs? He's
comforting calves.
Comforting calves. Comforting calves is in there. I'm certain of it. As is sexy legs. Her little sexy leg ducks or whatever. They're underneath their duck. All right. Without further ado, Noah, let's set off these ducks. Do a little quacking. I got a ringer. My ringtone on my phone is a quacker.
I
don't know what that was, but you know what's funny, dude, is so my tones for the ringer and when I get a text message, which is
one of them is the train.
Right.
Because I hear it.
Rob, who is our fearless leader in the warehouse, has the exact same tones for his phone that I do. Maybe I feel like this is just like minds, genius minds thinking alike. All right.
Or are you both deaf and you can't hear anything other than a train?
Or we're deaf and we can't hear anything but a train or a quacking duck. All right. And what's funny is, so when my phone gets a notification, Rob will say, "Hey, that's you." And then when I hear his, I'll like, "Rob, hey, that was you." All right. All right. So it looks like these ducks are like neck and neck.
Whoa.
Oh, there's Deb. Deb is taking it. Oh, duck. Deb, we're gonna call you web feet leg. All right. If there's sexy legs and comforting calves, you got the web feet. Just home. Deb, what's Deb winning? She's winning something, right?
She's winning the
yes.
Oh, that's right. She's winning the Elias Chadzudis, the 25 print run.
Yeah.
Oh, Deb, that's a goodie. That's a good get right there. So congrats to Deb. Quack, yeah. Good work by Deb as well. Deb, I'm sure your duck actually has a fantastic sweater too as well. I always point out the fact that Deb had an absolutely fantastic Cheshire sweater way back when we did ugly sweaters and so forth, but her sweater was far from ugly. That was phenomenal. I think she came in second place with that, which was actually all right. Noah, do we got anything else?
Nope.
All right, that is a wrap, dude. So I want to say a huge thank you to Keith at Comic Relief. A huge thank you to all you guys. Thanks so much for buying what you did in the stream. Thanks for contributing to local comic shops. We are going to keep on doing this each and every month, contributing to local comics. I got a lot more shops now, and a lot more shops coming to us directly and so forth that I feel really good about doing some store streams with in the future. And I got a bunch of brand new shops we're going to come in to you guys. I want to say a huge thanks to Noah for grabbing all the books, getting everything all set up for us. I want to say a huge thank you to Alex, too, as well, for writing down the names, for taking over leadership of Zenoscope, or helping to, I should say, and helping us get all of our ducks in a row, so to speak. I will see all you guys out in San Diego. That'll be the next time. Oh, no. We're going to see you July 11th. We're going to see you July 11th. That'll be our Beach Blast stream. We're going to be rocking it out there. Hopefully you guys can join us for that. Be safe. Be safe on July 4th. Don't light off any fireworks in your hand, dude. Like, what's his name from the Giants? Did that one clown blew off his hand. Please don't do that. Wherever you're going, be safe doing it. Hopefully we get some good weather this weekend. Does anybody know what the weather's supposed to be like?
It's actually supposed to be nice.
Supposed to be not like 80 degrees nice, or is it like 90 degrees nice?
Check the weather app.
I
think like mid-80s.
Supposed to be mid-80s. All right, I'm down with that, dude.
It's telling me 84 on Friday and sunny.
All right, there you go, dude. All right, so hopefully we're gonna get some good weather for this weekend coming up. We will be off on July 4th, so if we don't get back to you on Friday, if you call in, if you shoot an email in and someone doesn't get back to you, please know that we are off on Friday. We will be back in the office on Monday, ready to rock and roll. Be safe out there, and happy 4th to you wherever you are. Hopefully you celebrate with friends and family. And later, Gators.